how they will be triggered.
Anybody else like to jump in? Go ahead.
Sure. So I had the fortune of sitting on the NASDAQ Quality of Markets Committee at the time that the first erroneous trade policy went in. And I think, Rick, you were actually the CEO at the time, or the COO at the time. And it troubled me then, and it troubles me now. Markets that have to resort to breaking trades as a response to aberrant conditions are just not orderly markets in my mind. It's not the way we should do our business. I think in this case, the big challenge wasn't we had institutional investors who made a mistake. You know what? You're right. They should pay the price. The challenge here was that we had retail investors who had submitted market orders that essentially went into a black hole. They had stop loss orders in high cap stock.
But I'm sorry, sir. Sophisticated, even if they're not sophisticated, anybody that puts a market order in knows exactly what's going to happen to a market order.
So I would agree with you that their broker probably does, and maybe the answer is the broker should have set up for that trade. I would submit to you that a lot of the public does not. And I'll tell you
a lot of the public doesn't know that if you put a market order in, it's executed.
They think maybe it'll go, it'll be $1
rather than a limit order.
Well, they don't realize that when I trade Accenture, it's going to be down 99% when they get now.
I agree with that.
And that
but if you put a market order in, that's your execution.
You're absolutely right in that regard, and I think we have to make sure that it just can't happen in the market. We also need to talk about whether market orders should be allowed at all and how we educate people so these things don't happen. But I agree, there should not be the moral hazard of breaking trades. It is not the right way to make a market function properly.